YouTube. I know it's been a while, but welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to just dive straight back in, no excuses, nothing else. We're just going to get straight into product today, and we are going to be doing a full face of this month's current favorites, July. I hope you guys enjoy what I have to offer. I have quite a few things that I am loving right now, so let's just dive right in, and I will be back at the end of the video with my final thoughts. Alright guys, so we are going to dive straight into products, and of course everything begins with the right foundation. You have to prepare your skin, and the skincare that I have been loving this month comes from Fresh. I love this soy face cleanser for after I take my makeup off, or if I just simply want a quick, nice, refreshing clean before I start putting it on. I also love this Youth Preserve lotion. I put this on sometimes before I go to bed or when I just get up in the morning and I just want my skin to be hydrated and plump, moisturized. And I'm absolutely loving the Sugar Face Polish. As you can tell, I received a sample of these from Sephora last month, and I finally decided to get into these, and I have absolutely been loving them, as well as this Sugar Rosé Tinted Lip Moisturizer just before I put on any kind of mattifying lippies. But today, what I put on before I start anything else is this Tucker Ashley Perfecting Moisturizer. I got one of these as a sample in one of my Ipsy bags before I canceled with them. And I have to say I absolutely love this stuff because I've been struggling with a little bit of scarring and hyperpigmentation. But these products really seem to have helped, so I'm definitely going to be diving into full sizes of those. So, skincare out of the way, let's get right into those face products. So before you begin anything else, you have to prime that face. One of the primers and setting sprays that I have absolutely been loving is this Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Setting Spray. As you can tell, this one is practically done. This is like my third bottle. And yes, I'm aware it's my mistake. I keep buying these travel size bottles. I'm going to upgrade to the full size the next time I go through Sephora. But I absolutely love this stuff. It's great as a primer and it's absolutely phenomenal as a mattifying setting spray. You have to shake it up real good so that it doesn't leave those white splotches all over your face. Alongside my Boscia primer and setting spray, I do use my regular mattifying primer, which is the Makeup Forever Professional Paris Step 1 Skin Equalizer. So I'm going to put that on really quick. So yes, as you can tell, I have quite an extensive prep and prime routine. It is summer and I am extremely oily. I do have combination skin, but I get extremely oily in the center of my face, and I do believe in layering primers. So after I get those standard primers out of the way, one of my next favorite products this month is this Shiseido Ibuki Smart Filtering Smoother. I absolutely love this stuff. I first saw this on a recommendation from Tiff here on YouTube along with Beauty by Benji, and I must say this stuff is incredible and I highly recommend it. If you are a combination girl or an oily girl in the summer and you don't like having those primers that give you that white cast underneath your makeup, this does such a phenomenal job. Highly recommend. Now finally, my next favorite product, especially in my priming routine, and we're still there, is the Laura Mercier Translucent Medium Deep Setting Powder. I absolutely love this. I love that she came out with a setting powder that was suitable for us chocolate girls, and I must say it does a fantastic job of controlling my oils and setting my makeup. Yes, so after having extensively prepped and primed my face, it is summer. I am a combination girl. I cannot say that enough. We can finally move into some product for the face, and the foundation that I have absolutely been loving this month is the Maybelline Dream Cushion. Now the claims on this foundation are very, very thin. It doesn't promise to do a lot, but in my experience, I absolutely love it, and it does just enough for me. The shade range is very limited, and unfortunately, I have the darkest shade, which is Cocoa. So if they expanded the shade range, it would absolutely be perfect. Otherwise, as it is right now, the product itself is absolutely amazing. Look at that. This foundation gives such beautiful coverage, and it is phenomenally lightweight. Like I said, if they were just to expand the shade range, I think they would be golden. Alright, so for brows, I have been loving the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is nothing new here on YouTube, so I'm just going to quickly pop this on. Okay, so what I have been loving to set my brows is this Model in a Bottle long-lasting eyebrow sealer. This stuff is amazing. It doesn't make my brows crunchy. To me, it's very lightweight, and I cannot complain at all about the hold. I go in with a very light hand. Okay, so my favorite concealer this month is absolutely no stranger to YouTube. It is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande. And I have absolutely been loving this concealer on the eyelid method this month as a primer. Before I put any product on, it really just evens out my skin tone and provides just an amazing base for any product that I want to put on top of it. And I just set it with my Sacha Buttercup and more or less ready to go for some eyeshadow. Now the brushes that I have been loving and testing out are these Quivange, I hope you can see that, face and eye brushes. Now here on my channel I want to get into testing out and reviewing some affordable brushes for you guys, so stay tuned for that. So this month it's going to be these Quivange brushes, and I have a couple more in the pipeline. I'm sure you've seen these all over the place. They've been on Amazon, and a couple of them have made their way to YouTube, but I am all about expanding my brush collection, so I'm going to be getting into these very shortly. Now in terms of this month's favorite eyeshadow palettes, I actually have two, but I'm only going to be using one. The first one being this T.B.C by It's Judy Time palette. I love it. It's eye time. I love the shades in these. I actually saw these on a Jackie Aina video, and I had to pick them up, and they do not disappoint at all. But the palette I'm going to be using today is the ColourPop Yes Please palette. I absolutely love this, and the way I got this is actually funny, but I'm sure some of you will not laugh. I actually just started following ColourPop on Twitter, and I saw this pop up and I thought, curious, let me give it a try. Not realizing just how popular of a product it is, and as soon as I hit buy, I managed to snag this beauty, and I have not been disappointed. It comes with 12 absolutely gorgeous buttery shades, and I've seen this compared to the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I am sure there is some merit to that. I do not know. I do not own that other palette, but I absolutely love this. So if you can manage to snag this, get your hands on it, you will not at all be disappointed. And this is what I'm going to be using today to do my eyeshadow. Yes, as you can see, the fallout from the Too Cute palette is absolutely real, but it's nothing that you can't handle. And look at that color payoff. It's so totally worth it in the end. Now, the liner that I have been loving is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper Black. Now for my lash, I am going to be using the Lena Lashes in Naomi. I actually really like these. They're a bit dramatic, but I feel dramatic today, so that's what we're going to go with. And of course, it's a monthly fave. Alright, so a random favorite of mine, and this may seem weird, but it's this Eyelure Glue Lash Fix. This stuff is amazing, and you get, well, I got mine from one of those, that little Vegas Nay eyelash kit, and I absolutely love this stuff. If they do make this in a giant size, I will find it and I will purchase it, because this glue is just that amazing. Now, I've also been loving Jackie Ina's suggestion that you put your concealer on and then you let it get a bit tacky and then you spread it. I found that it absolutely works. It's so amazing, and I get much better coverage when I follow her suggestion. Again, I am setting my face with my other monthly fave, which is the Laura Mercier powder. Again, I absolutely really love this stuff. It works so well, whether it's on top of your makeup to set it or underneath your makeup to prime and prevent oils. It is absolutely phenomenal. And the chocolate girl for you. Again, I am just going to wipe all of that powder off with another one of the Quivange brushes. This is their flat top kabuki brush. The only critique I would have of this, and again, I'm going to give a much more detailed review of these in a subsequent video, is that I wish it was a little bit denser, but it's incredibly soft and it does work very well to blend and buff away powder. So for my highlighter and my blush, there are two products that I've absolutely been loving this month, and I'm going to try to find some way to incorporate them onto my face. I think it can be done. The first is the Becca by Chrissy Teigen face palette. I absolutely really love this. I've been using it faithfully since I got it. The only thing that is not really for me is unfortunately the bronzer. I don't know if you can see that, but no, this is not my shade. But all things considered, I absolutely love both highlighters and this blush, and I'm going to be using it. Today, I will be using the Rose Gold highlighter because I think it'll look nice with my dress and my hair. And the blush is called Hibiscus Bloom. Yes, that is what I shall be using on my cheeks. Up how very beautiful this highlight is on camera. I've just been completely obsessed with it, and yes, I am aware the Rose Gold is in Becca's permanent line, but it's new to me and I've been loving it. Just the prettiest natural highlight you could imagine. And as I said, I have also been loving the blush, so I am going to be applying that to apples of my cheeks. Other highlighter that I have also absolutely been loving this month is from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics in the shade Bronzified. Now, if I want to shine bright like a diamond, this is the stuff that I reach for. Whereas the Becca by Chrissy Teigen gives me a much more natural rose gold, pinky glow. This one, I think you may be able to see from space. So I'm going to try to find some way to incorporate this into my makeup so you guys can get an idea of the kind of coverage we are talking about. And I do think I know what I'm going to do. Chills, guys, chills. Alright, so just the tiniest amount, because you do not need a lot of this stuff to get your point across. Alright, this is an oldie but a goodie. It is the Ebony Bronze from the CoverGirl Queen collection. That is my bronzer. fave of the month. I'll just be warming up the face with a little touch of sun-kissed magic. Alright guys, so for my lips, I have a couple favorites that I'm going to share with you guys. The first being this lippy pencil, another oldie but a goodie. It's BFF3 from ColourPop, so I'm going to be using that to line my lips first. And yes, it is a favorite for a reason. That's why it's all beaten and abused looking, battered and bruised. Okay, so my next lip fave for my actually before I get to that, my next lip fave is the ColourPop Lippy Stick Primer. I like using this especially when I put on matte lippies. I have incredibly dry lips, and I do find that it does help to fill them in and have them look less, you know, dry and grated looking. Because even though I suffer from that dry lip affliction, I refuse to give up matte lippies. So my current favorite lipstick is Chai from Smashbox. This is one of their Be Legendary lipsticks, and oh boy, I just love this shade. And on top of Chai, I love putting the Iman Luxury Lip Shimmer right on top for that little extra boom boom pow. I actually managed to snag this one on sale at Target, so I'm hoping they're not discontinuing this, because if they do, oh boy. Alright guys, so that basically brings us to the end of my full face of products that I am truly loving this month. I'm going to finish off, of course, with my Blusha White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray. Like I said, I love this stuff before and after my makeup, so you get to see it in action one last time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my full face of this month's favorites. At the end of the month, I may have some different items for you guys. We shall see. Now, I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making this. I have truly missed filming and just getting in front of the camera and putting on makeup for the heck of it, not because I have to go somewhere or work or family or function or anything like that. So, if you did enjoy, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe in the boxes below, and I will, of course, see you in future videos.